how many other powerful people were quietly doing the same thing. That post, there are moments in politics when something slips out from behind the curtain and country, entire country deserves to stop and look. This is one of those moments. A 2013 email has now surfaced showing that a political firm working with Hakeem Jeffries directly reached out to Jeffrey Epstein for money and access. This happened years after Epstein's conviction. Everyone knew who he was, everyone knew his history, yet a Democratic fundraiser operation still approached him as someone valuable to their agenda. Before anyone tries to spin it, minimize it, or pretend it's old news, read this carefully. This is concrete evidence that someone representing Jeffries made a deliberate attempt to pull Epstein into the political fundraising orbit, and it raises a very simple question. How many other powerful people were quietly doing the same thing? Then comes the real bombshell. Epstein is invited to join a DCCC and DSCC fundraising dinner featuring President Obama, not just as a seat filler, but as someone they want engaged and involved. The most damning line is the offer that Epstein can get an opportunity to get to know Hakeem better. That is personal access. That is personal relationship building. That is the type of thing political donors buy when they write big checks. And it was offered to someone who had already pleaded guilty to sex crimes, including a minor. Anyone who reads that email and shrugs it is either lying or doesn't understand how political fundraising operates. But he still refuses to explain why people working on his behalf reached out to Epstein for money and access in the first place. If you're going to call for transparency, you should start with your own house. If you're going to demand accountability, explain why a convicted sex offender was seen as a valuable political contact. If you want to be taken seriously as a national leader, you cannot preach honesty while staying silent about your own past operations. Leadership means owning the truth even when it's uncomfortable. This isn't just about Jeffries, it's about how the whole political system works behind the scenes. It shows how money shapes access. It reveals how the wrong people get invited into rooms they never should have been near. It exposes pattern where convictions and moral failures get ignored as long as donor can provide something useful. Americans deserve better than this.